Okay, from Edward Everett Hale. I am only one, but still I am one. I cannot do everything, but still I can do something. And because I cannot do everything, I will not refuse to do the something that I can do. I cannot do everything, but I will not refuse to do the something that I can do. I want to share with you a couple readings this morning, so bear with me. This that I share with you right now is the joint Unity statement on freedom, love, and the call to courage. Unity Worldwide Ministries and Unity Worldwide Headquarters. It starts off with Edward Hale's quote. In Unity, we teach and know that every person is a vital and irreplaceable expression of the divine. Every soul carries this divine spark, and with it, an unshakable worthiness for safety, dignity, and belonging. We affirm the Christ Spirit as the true authority within each person, not imposed by intimidation, but realized through love, wisdom, and the free unfolding of the soul. Our nation's founding ideal, as in the United States, and we know that Unity is a worldwide organization, but I would say this for the whole world, e pluribus unum, out of many, one, calls us to form a more perfect union. Democracy requires all of us to actively participate, share our values, and stand for our beliefs. We reject domination, coercive control, and the seeming unraveling of the principles of democracy intended by our forefathers, for these run counter to the spiritual law of liberty in Christ consciousness. The divine truth that freedom is our birthright, realized in love, never imposed by force. Unity around the world stands on the truth that every being is an expression of God. This truth compels us to end division, to stand shoulder to shoulder, and to let compassion be our action, peace our path, and spirit our unwavering guide. We are committed to building a world where all life can breathe, belong, and thrive. In a nation founded to honor liberty and law, justice always prevails. Families are preserved. Leaders speak for their communities without fear of retribution. Education is upheld with integrity and accountability. Courts act fairly to challenge discrimination, and government protects and serves all. And we know that these same principles resonate far beyond our borders, reminding the global family of humanity of our shared longing for justice, peace, and freedom. The pattern we see today when unchecked power grows, when fear is weaponized, when trust collapses, and when people are driven apart, it's not political. It is instead a spiritual crisis. History shows us that such systems strip away rights, voices, and dignity unless they are collectively and courageously confronted. When sacred truths about justice, equity, and democracy are traded for control, censorship, and fear, we must remember that this is not freedom for all, and it is not who we were called here to be. What can we do? We can respond with hope. We do not despair. We can speak up. We are not silent. We can act. We are not powerless. This moment calls us to rise, not in silence of fear, but with clear minds, bold hearts, and compassionate spirits. Guided by the teachings of Unity co-founders Charles and Myrtle Fillmore, we will honor the divine nature within ourselves and others, co-creating a world where love, truth, and justice prevail. I'll just let that resonate for a second. And we breathe. We breathe knowing that there is only one presence and one power, God the Good. And we pray knowing that there is a divine order in the universe. It's something that we can't always see, and it's something that doesn't always appear to show up on planet Earth, but it is there. Love leads the way, like Cheyenne sang and Leah Morris wrote. Lead the way, love leads the way. Now I'm going to take a little tiny detour right here and just say the words. And Kelly, you may have to help me with this. 3I Atlas?
Yes.
Right? I don't know what it is. Have any of you heard of this? Man, it has been on my radar, just coming up everywhere all week long. It is a something that is flying around in our universe. Some people say it's a comet. Some say it's a spaceship. The truth is, nobody knows what it is. But it is coming very close to planet Earth, I think supposedly tomorrow, but then the rapture was last week and we're all still sitting here, so I don't know. I'm just here sharing information to hopefully keep you amused and enlightened for an hour, 20 minutes, whatever it is. I'm a spiritual guide. I am not your spiritual guru. So always do your own fact checking. But the point is that as I've listened to different intuitives talk about 3I Atlas, and it was even brought forth by NASA that this is happening. I mean, this is not nothing. It's a something. But nobody can know. We don't have the capacity to know what it is. But the intuitives that I have listened to that feel that they have made connection with this energy talk about it being the most profound sense of love. So just hold on to that possibility. I haven't experienced that myself, so I can only share with you what others have said they have experienced. There's a song that I want us to work up. I want every one of us to know, and I keep forgetting to have our music team do it. It's written by Janet Manning years ago, and you guys probably used to sing it. Something's up in the universe.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Can we do that next week? Something's up in the universe. I can feel it in the air. Something's up in the, it's in the hymnal, right there at your fingertips. Something's up in the universe. I can feel it in the air. Something's up in the universe. I can feel it everywhere. It feels like laughter, and then we go, ho, ho, ho. And it feels like love, and then we go, hug, hug, hug. It's the happy ever after we've been thinking of. Something's up in the universe, and it's true. Something is up in the universe. Something's always up in the universe, because the universe, it's built on love. It's just built on love. It's a principle, unchanging, unwavering principle. And then you mix in human beings on planet Earth, and it gets a little interesting, right? Reverend Jim Rosemurgy, Unity minister, retired, posted this week. Where do I want to go? I'll go simple story. Simple story. So Jim and his wife Nancy, most beautiful people, and they walk their talk and live integrity and love and unity principle. And Jim is a prolific writer, if any of you have ever read any of his books published by Unity, Jim Rosemurgy. So he put out that it's love's time. It's love's time. He says, signs are everywhere. There is division, fear, name-calling, and declarations that the other side, whatever the other side is. And I want you to know that Jim is not a person that gets, that I have seen over the years, to get as personally involved in what is going on in the world, in the physical world, as what I see him doing now. So I just want to say that because we are all being called to do whatever it is that is ours to do. There is division, fear, name-calling, and declarations that the other side is evil. A lack of responsibility for thoughts, feelings, and actions. Instead, there is blame, a failure to communicate with one another, revenge, killing, war on many levels, family members versus family member, neighbor against neighbor. These signs are evidence of hate. Even the president declares that his hate for those who oppose him. I'm reading Jim's words. We expect no restraint or leadership from those in the highest offices in the land to guide us out of this quagmire and separation. Our hearts, our souls, our nation are in the hands of the people. Say that again. Our hearts, our souls, our nation are in the hands of the people. What will we, the people, do? Do we take a stand against hate, an anti-hate approach to cleansing our hearts of hate? No. It's love's time. Let us test love and its power. There will be no battle against hate. There will be love being love. It needs no allies other than us. If hate has a role in this, it is that it turns us to a new way of life, a way that is always calling us, love one another. Now is the time. Now is love's time. And wouldn't you agree that this great opposition and what we're seeing, this push-pull, is it calling us up to a higher level of understanding? Don't you feel it calling you into a higher place of love? If you get quiet, if you're not aware of that, and if it's not happening for you, allow the possibility of that to happen for you. Now is love's time. This is a call to the faith communities of the nation. This is our work, not the work of the government. For 40 days, let us discover what love can do. Things to do at home and things to do in the community. Jim says a simple beginning. Read about love. Read your favorite poems about love. Gibran, Rumi, Hafiz.
My 3 favorites.
Paul's treatise on love, 1 Corinthians 13. Search and find every statement Jesus made about love. And not only Jesus, any of your favorite inspirational writers and any of the great spiritual masters. Go on a love search. Not only in poetry and literature, but in music. Love prevails. Love prevails. Search and find 5 incredible acts of love that move you, and consider this moving story. I've always loved this story. The beloved or blessed Henri Suso, March 21st, he lived 1295 to 1360. A Dominican friar. He was accused of fathering a child, though not true, but Father Suso helps to raise the child. He never denies the accusation. He never condemns the mother. He is asked why he never defended himself and declared his innocence, for he experienced scorn from church officials and townspeople. His simple answer was that the child needed his help. The child needed his help. And then on every mirror in your home, place a post-it saying, "It's love's time," or whatever your favorite affirmation is. Order a magnet that declares it's love's time. Write anonymous love notes to 5 people. Write signed love notes to 5 people. Purchase tiny red hearts and place them in bills on sidewalks as gift to strangers. Now, my recommendation when you put those tiny red hearts or anything in an envelope, maybe just do 1 or 2. Don't fill it up, because you'll just probably produce disfavor with the person that goes to open that and they get a desk full of stuff. That's just my personal experience. Just saying. Anyway, I digress. But this is what's important. Years ago, Nancy and I created a die and produced 1,250,000 tiny red hearts that we shared in letters and in various ways. It opened our hearts. See if you can find a source for red hearts. He goes on about creating red hearts. He said, months after January 6th, Nancy and I traveled to Washington, D.C., and went to the Capitol building in search of a Capitol police officer. We saw an officer on his motorcycle and motioned for him to come to us, which he did. And through eyes filled with tears and with voices trembling, we gave him tiny red hearts and thanked him for defending the Capitol on January 6th. He took off his glove and placed the hearts in his hand and replaced his glove. He did this, he said, so he wouldn't lose them. He thanked us and continued on his patrol. I cried and we walked away with hearts overflowing. We, the people, are opening hearts. And he goes on with different ways. Just simply even burning a red candle in your home so that every time you see it, it reminds you that it's love's time. It's love's time. We, the people, are opening our hearts. Love is on our minds and loving acts flow from with us. Apparently, we have an immense capacity for love. For Jesus commanded us, love one another as I have loved you. It seems impossible. Perhaps that is why Jesus did not ask that we love one another. He commanded us to love. He knew it was possible. Imagine millions of people not saying a word about love or even saying to one another, I love you, but giving constant attention to unity, oneness, and love through loving acts. Love without a voice, love not heard, love seen, love in action. What if tiny red hearts began to appear everywhere? What if people walking with heavy hearts looked on the pavement before them and saw a tiny red heart? Who of you, taking a walk anywhere, if you see a leaf that looks like a heart, that you don't stop and go, oh, or the chalk art around town, right? What if love notes were written and received by people everywhere? What if thousands of anonymous love notes arrived at the White House? What if? What if? Jim says, friends, after reading this post, as soon as you can, sit still in prayer, meditation, and ponder 2 statements. Love one another as I have loved you. Love your neighbor as yourself. Do you see the way love's time begins? By loving yourself, by forgiving yourself? Then open your heart and feel the love that is within you, pouring into the world. Love has always been here. It has always been with us, waiting for our hearts to open so it can find a way into the world. Strange, isn't it, that it is hate that is calling for love? What if this time, and I think it's very true, that this is all about calling us up higher? It doesn't mean that we don't stop showing up. It means that we get involved even more in quiet, anonymous ways, in out loud ways, whatever it is. It's love's time. It's love's time. I have to walk over here. I want to show you, this has been going on for a long time here in town. It says, hi, my name is Rascal the Rock Snake. Have you guys seen this out at Rahili Walking Path? I love this so much. Rascal disappeared for a little while. He disappeared. And I saw on Facebook on some of the Merced, so what happened to Rascal? Rascal disappeared. Who stole Rascal? And then apparently the family in the neighborhood, and I see painted rocks in front of a house on El Portal, so I'm assuming that's the family that does this. But the person posted, Rascal's fine, he just had to go away for a little love and care. So I think they repainted him. But people really noticed when Rascal disappeared. And I'll show you another shot.
Whoa.
So this goes all the way to the underpass for
McKee?
no Parsons.
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 That's right.
So it's right there at the park, and then that goes. It's not quite all the way to Parsons yet. So go paint a rock and go take a walk. What way can you show up, bringing more love to the world? Start within your own being. Let us take this into a moment. Just close your eyes, if you feel. Breathing from your heart, finding that coherence, and allowing something that just blesses you to come to mind. A deep joy, a deep gratitude. Just allow it to fill you. It's love's time. And love does lead the way. And so it is. And so as we take our love offerings in our hands and in our hearts, and as our amazing music team begins to play for us, we affirm together. As I experience the awakening of divine consciousness, I offer this gift in celebration and thanksgiving.